People think that slow cookers don't have flavor. Make this recipe prove to them that slow cooker meals have flavor. It's so good. Hey friends, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're gonna be making slow cooker chicken and gravy. This recipe is not using any canned mixes. It's actually inspired by my mom's chicken and gravy or her turkey and gravy. It's garlicky, peppery, and just so full of flavor, creamy and delicious, made in the slow cooker, of course. Let's get started. I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to make. Can't wait to eat. So to get started, I'm going to sear in my slow cooker. I'm using the green pan slow cooker that can sear, but you could also use a cast iron skillet or a regular skillet on your stovetop. I'm going to use a little avocado oil or olive oil. Today I used olive oil, and we're going to use 3 to 4 chicken breasts. My chicken breasts were a little bit on the larger side, so I ended up just using 3, but I usually do about 4 in this recipe. We're gonna then season our chicken. I'm using granulated garlic, and don't worry, I'll leave the ingredients listed down below as well as the free printable link so you can easily follow along with our recipe. We're gonna use some kosher salt. Kosher salt is not interchangeable with table salt, and I really recommend kosher salt for this recipe. I feel like it's really vibrant compared to table salt. Then we're gonna go with coarse black pepper. Again, it's gonna be different. It's coarser than regular fine ground pepper. We're also using some paprika, and then if you wanted, you could use any other herbs you like. I'm going in with a little bit of parsley, and then we're gonna flip this carefully because we are using our ceramic nonstick. I am just turning it quickly, and I could have let it brown a little bit more. I did not realize it wasn't fully preheated. My kitchen was a little too bright. I should have let it preheat a little bit more, and then it finally was done preheating, but it was enough because I did put it to 475. So we're gonna take those out, and I'm going to get started on our soup mixture, which is gonna start with a stick of butter, and I had to go grab the other part because it was in the garage. So we're going with a stick of butter and a half cup plus 1 tablespoon of flour, and that's gonna be the base of our creamy gravy mixture. Then we're gonna add in some water or broth. I'm using water because I'm gonna be using some Better Than bouillon. I definitely need to stock up on my freezer stash of chicken broth, so I will be doing that soon. And then we're gonna use a whisk and just keep whisking that so there's no clumps or no lumps. And then we're gonna add in our milk as well, so it's gonna be nice and creamy. Think about what you use usually. People like to use condensed cream of chicken soup, and all of those soup mixes have so many different ingredients. This is just so simple to make. I'm using whole milk. Now, if you are dairy free, you could use some Country Crock plant butter. That was one of our go-tos, as well as full fat Oatly oat milk. Those were our favorites when we were dairy free. So we're just gonna go ahead and whisk this all together and really let this kind of condense down. We're gonna add in more seasonings. We're going in with some more granulated garlic, and yeah, this is a little garlic heavy. It's the way my mom made it, so I love that. And I also use more pepper. We're adding some poultry seasoning. If you don't like poultry seasoning or don't have it, you could also use some ground sage. And then in my fingers, I just massaged a little bit of thyme in there, and then we're gonna go in with that Better Than bouillon chicken base because we didn't use chicken stock or chicken broth. And I do go a little heavier on that because when I make my chicken stocks and my chicken broth, they're super flavorful. Now we're gonna add that chicken that we seared back into the broth. And don't forget to add those pan drippings because that is a lot of flavor right there. Then we're gonna go ahead and cover the chicken with the gravy mixture. You wanna make sure it's completely covered so it really cooks into the chicken and adds all of that flavor. Now, I'm not sure if you made those condensed cream of chicken soups and the packet of chicken gravy for this recipe. I know some people even add sour cream. This is not gonna taste like that. This is something like from my childhood. My mom made this delicious garlic peppery gravy with every Thanksgiving meal. So it's a kind of a take on that. This is my own little spin on a slow cooker chicken and gravy recipe. So I really do hope you guys enjoy it. Now, when it comes to chicken, I like to cook it for 3.5 hours. Check if it's easily shreddable. Of course, you want to make sure it is 165 degrees because that is the safe temperature that chicken is done at. And I'm not going to shred this in my slow cooker because it has that ceramic nonstick. So I'm going to transfer to a plate. I just like to make sure that it is shreddable before doing so. And then I'm just going to remove any little bits that are gross like fat or ligaments, just removing that. I usually do cut it off and I missed a little bit. So this is shredding beautifully, and as you can see, it has that flavor that we cooked on in the beginning. So now I'm just shredding that throughout the meat. And then I like to return this back to the slow cooker, but first I want to take my whisk and really mix all of that up. You can see that it needs to just have a little mix before adding in our chicken. A little bit of coagulation here and there, that's totally normal after being in the slow cooker for 3.5 hours. Now this looks perfectly creamy and ready to add in our chicken, and we are just gonna let that cook so all of the gravy just soaks up into each shredded piece of chicken. It is so beyond flavorful. It is just perfect piled over mashed potatoes, rice. I really think you guys are gonna love this recipe. Now we're gonna take our whisk again and mix that chicken in there, because you want to again make sure it coats each and every piece of the shredded chicken. Now I will say you could also make this recipe with chicken thighs or even pork chops, but please don't be scared to try this with chicken breast. I know chicken breasts tend to dry out, they overcook, they could taste rubbery, but not with this recipe, and that's for 2 reasons. We seared our chicken and then we cooked it on low for 3.5 hours, making sure it was done but not overcooked. Overcooked chicken in the slow cooker is never good, and this recipe is kind of like slow cooker redemption if you've ever had overcooked chicken breast in the slow cooker. I love to pile it right over those mashed potatoes, serve it with some garlicky green beans and stuffing on the side. It is the perfect comfort meal. Now, I'll be honest, this is one of those recipes that you can make for dinner, but you could also make this for Thanksgiving, because you can make it with the stuffing, with the string beans, and of course the mashed potatoes, the corn, sweet potato casserole. This is a delicious recipe. This is exactly what I want on Thanksgiving. The creamy chicken and then the mashed potatoes, it just tastes like Thanksgiving. I can't wait to take a bite, so let's give it a taste. Oh my gosh, so good. So creamy. And then you can even do this with turkey. And then I love the stuffing, the string beans, everything just in one bite. This is like a Thanksgiving bite. That's probably too big of a bite. I could eat this every night. It is one of my favorite meals. And when I see all like the slow cooker chicken and gravy, a lot of people do the can, but it just probably wouldn't have this flavor. This flavor is, I'm gonna be honest, nothing beats home cooking. People think that slow cookers don't have flavor. Make this recipe prove to them that slow cooker meals have flavor. It's so good. There's no cream cheese, there's no sour cream. We are using just from scratch ingredients that you have in your pantry. And I did use better than bouillon, but you can use homemade chicken stock. I usually use that, but I don't have any in my freezer. Guys, I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of this because it is so good and I wanna enjoy it warm. I wanna thank you guys so much for watching, taking the time out of your day. God bless you guys, and I'll see you soon. Take care.